Hey, it's Mr. Beast, Jimmy, here. I'm speaking to you firsthand about how I went from zero to hundreds of millions of subscribers, and how you can aim for 500 million and beyond. As of 2024, my main channel has over 334 million subscribers, and all my channels combined reach about 476 million. That's nearly 500 million people. It didn't happen overnight or by luck. It took years of obsession, strategy, and non-stop improvement. In this guide, I'll break down everything I've learned on my journey, from personal growth and mindset to tactical YouTube hacks. Expect an energetic, no BS walkthrough of what it really takes. I'll share case studies from my own channel, like how we exploded from 100M to 200M in 18 months, and other creators across different niches. Whether you make gaming videos, cooking tutorials, or daily vlogs, these strategies have broad appeal. They're the core principles that can work for anyone. So let's dive in. 1. Obsess over improvement, the winning mindset. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you want 500 million subscribers, you need to live and breathe YouTube. Early on, I realized my first videos were awful. And that's normal. Your first videos will suck, and that's okay. I wasn't born knowing how to get views. I learned by doing. My advice, start creating now, even if it's rough. Don't waste months trying to make a perfect first video. Get that first 10 videos out, then the next 50, then 100. Each time, learn something and improve 1%. By the time you've made your 100th video, you'll have leveled up your skills tremendously. Be relentless and passionate. In my teens, I spent every waking hour studying YouTube. I literally had no other hobbies. I analyzed viral videos, exchanged tips with a small group of fellow creators, and constantly experimented. This kind of passion and grind is what builds mastery. If you're casually uploading whenever you feel like it, someone else out there's working 10 hours a day to beat you. So adopt a growth mindset, believe you can get better and put in the work. Every video, ask yourself, what can I do better next time? Then do it. Embrace failure as feedback. I've uploaded hundreds of videos that went nowhere before hitting my stride. Instead of quitting, I treated each flop as free education on what not to do. Maybe the pacing was slow, or the idea was weak. Great, now I knew what to fix. As one summary of my advice put it, your first 10 videos won't get views. Stop overthinking and start uploading. The sooner you start making, the sooner you start improving. Key takeaways, start now and learn by doing. Be obsessed with getting better. Treat YouTube like a craft you grind at daily, because that's what it takes. Remember, everyone's first videos are bad. Mine certainly were. What matters is that each video is slightly less bad than the last. Keep that up, and eventually you'll make content so good people can't help but subscribe. 2. Quality over quantity. Every video must be epic. One huge lesson I learned, uploading for the sake of consistency won't get you to the top. Quality matters more than sheer quantity. Early on, I was posting weekly and saw minimal growth. Then I started pouring more effort into fewer videos, and the views exploded. In fact, I'd say one great video that gets 10 million views beats 10 mediocre videos that get 1 million each. It's not about hitting an arbitrary upload schedule, it's about making each upload count. I often tell creators, make the videos you upload so freaking good that the algorithm has to promote them. This means don't settle for average content. If a video idea is half-baked or you feel your execution isn't there yet, don't post it just to stick to a schedule. I sometimes delay uploads for weeks or scrap projects entirely because I know they're not epic enough. It's painful in the short term, but it pays off when the next video blows up because it's truly top-notch. Always be upping the ante. Each time, try to outdo your last video in some way. Bigger idea, better editing, more entertainment value. For me, that meant going from giving away $1,000 to giving away cars and even a private island. It meant escalating from small stunts to crazy challenges like spending 50 hours buried alive. You don't have to copy my style, but apply the principle in your niche. If you do tech reviews, for example, how can you make the next review more interesting or higher quality than the last? Maybe you improve the camera work or test the device in a crazy real-world scenario. Never get complacent. Also, don't be afraid to invest in your content. When I started earning a little money from YouTube, I didn't pocket it, I reinvested it all into bigger videos. In fact, I reinvested to the point of stupidity, pouring every dollar back into content and just believing it would succeed. Luckily, it worked out. Famously, my first bid brand deal paid $5,000. I convinced them to make it $10,000, then immediately gave that $10,000 away to a homeless person on camera. That video went viral, which led to bigger brand deals, which I also gave away, and so on. I did this for 2 years straight, continually upping the giveaways and production value. It was a risky strategy, basically zero profit for me, but it supercharged my channel's growth. The takeaway for you is not necessarily to give away all your money, but to invest in improving your content, whether that's better equipment, hiring an editor, or spending more time on ideas. As your channel earns revenue, funnel a big chunk back into making your videos even more amazing for viewers. Case study: Mark Rober. My friend Mark Rober is a great example of quality over quantity. He uploads maybe one video a month, but each one is insanely good. Think glitter bombing porch pirates or building squirrel obstacle courses. He spends weeks engineering and editing each project. The result? Nearly 25 million subscribers and hundreds of millions of views, even with a light upload schedule. Mark proves that consistent quality can beat frequent mediocrity. Viewers will happily wait longer if they know this creator always delivers something awesome. Key takeaways: don't spam uploads. Make each video exceptional. One killer video can gain you more subs than 50 average ones. Continuously level up your content. Reinvest your earnings and effort into raising quality, whether that's through gear, help from others, or just more time spent crafting. Aim to blow viewers' minds with every upload, and they'll repay you with loyalty and subscriptions. 3. Big ideas and broad appeal. Content strategy. To reach hundreds of millions of people, you need ideas that have mass appeal. This doesn't mean every video must please everyone, but the bigger your concept, the larger the potential audience. I learned to always ask, would a random person who sees this title want to click it? Would they find it intriguing? The idea is everything, sometimes even more than execution. For example, I spent 24 hours in a haunted house is inherently more intriguing than I spent 24 hours in my backyard. Both take 24 hours to film, but one concept hooks curiosity much more. So choose ideas that naturally spark interest. Think globally and culturally neutral. One trick I used to jump from 100M to 200M subscribers fast was to craft videos that anyone in the world could enjoy. 2-3. Instead of US-centric jokes or niche references, I focused on universal entertainment, challenges, money giveaways, extreme stunts, things that don't require speaking English or knowing specific pop culture. For example, a video like "Every country on Earth competes for $250,000" or $1 hotel versus $1 million hotel can be understood by viewers in India, Brazil, or Russia just as easily as in the US. This broad appeal was a primary reason my channel's growth accelerated internationally after 100-minute subs. Leverage trends, but put your twist on them. When Netflix's Squid Game was blowing up, I dropped a video recreating Squid Game in real life with a $456,000 prize. That video hit views in the hundreds of millions and attracted tons of new subscribers because it rode a global trend in a fresh way. The lesson: keep an eye on what's capturing people's attention out there: games, movies, challenges, news, and be ready to pounce with your own creative spin. If you're a cooking YouTuber and a food-related meme or show is trending, do a fun take on it. If you're in tech and a new gadget is all the buzz, make a video that stands out from the 100 others on the topic, maybe an extreme stress test or a comedic review. Being timely and original is a powerful combo. Keep raising the stakes. A big part of my strategy was continually one-upping my last idea. I went from reading the dictionary in one sitting, earlier stun, to spending 50 hours buried alive, from giving $1,000 to giving away a private island. You don't need crazy budgets like mine, but find ways to make your content increasingly bold or surprising. This keeps your existing audience excited and draws in new viewers who hear, "Did you see what that YouTuber did this time?" Crucially, the stakes should be real. People can tell when a challenge or stunt is legitimate versus fake or low effort. When viewers see you put 20 hours of work into a 15-second insane clip, they notice, and they'll click on whatever you upload next because they know you deliver high-effort content. Finally, don't rely on cheap gimmicks or trends alone. The core of your content must genuinely entertain or provide value. Clickbait will get old fast. I never say smash that subscribe 100 times or add fluff. I focus on earning the subscribe by making the video itself so good you want more. No dull moments, more on pacing below, genuine enthusiasm, and actually delivering on big promises will make people love your content, not just click once. For instance, if I title a video "I adopted every dog in a shelter," I actually go and do it and show the heartfelt results. It's not a half-hearted stunt. That authenticity builds trust with the audience. Key takeaways: choose video ideas that are inherently interesting to a wide audience. Test your titles on friends or imagine a stranger seeing it. Would they care? Aim for universal appeal. Topics that anyone can appreciate have the potential to reach the world. Ride trending waves, but make sure to add unique value or scale that others aren't. Always look to outdo yourself. When you consistently surprise and impress viewers, you become a must-subscribe channel. 4. Hook viewers from second. Number 1. No dull moments. On YouTube, retention is king. It's not enough to get someone to click, you need them to watch as long as possible. The YouTube algorithm, which is really just the audience, more on that soon, heavily rewards videos that people watch all the way through. My videos often achieve sky-high retention. Viewers frequently watch 70% or more of the video on average, which is crazy high in the industry. That's by design. Let me break down how to keep people glued to your content. Grab attention in the first 5 seconds. I cannot overstate this. If you don't hook the viewer immediately, you'll lose a huge chunk of them. You might lose 20 to 30% of viewers in the first 30 seconds even with a good intro, so you have to fight to keep them. Your opening should smash them in the face, figuratively, with why this video is worth watching. One of my rules: deliver on your title/thumbnail promise right away. For example, if my video is titled "I put 100 million Orbeez in my friend's backyard," I start the video showing piles of Orbeez in the crazy backyard scene while saying something like, "You read that right. We filled my friend's yard with 100 million Orbeez, and here's what happened." No drawn-out preamble, no clickbait bait and switch. Literally tell them what's coming and why they should keep watching. This sets the hook. Next, remove all dull moments, especially up front. Every second matters. I aggressively edit my videos to cut any fluff. If a scene or sentence doesn't either build excitement, deliver value, or advance the story, it's gone. In your first 30 seconds, try to include multiple exciting or intriguing elements. You can tease what's coming. In this video, I X, then I Y, and you won't believe how it ended. That builds curiosity. A great intro should match the energy of the rest of the video. If you watch my content, you'll notice it's fast-paced, lots of camera angle switches, quick cuts, and something unexpected every few moments. That's very intentional to combat short attention spans. Never let the energy dip. Viewers have infinite options and a short attention span. The moment your video gets boring, many will click off. So I adopt a mantra: no boring parts. Of course, some context or setup might be needed for a payoff, but even then I try to keep it engaging, with humor, visuals, suspenseful music, etc. If you watch one of my challenge videos, there's constant progress or tension. If things slow down, I'll add a twist or a new challenge layer. As a creator, you have to be a relentless critic of your own content. While editing, keep asking, if I were a new viewer, would I still care at this point? Could I trim this down? Don't be afraid to cut things you love if they drag the pacing. Your viewers will thank you by watching longer. One pro tip: study your retention graphs in YouTube analytics. They show exactly where viewers drop off in your videos. Use that data. If you see that at 120 in the video there's a dip, go rewatch that segment critically. Maybe the joke fell flat or the scene was too slow. Learn from it so you don't repeat the mistake. Over time, this will train you to instinctively create more engaging content. I still check my CTR, click-through rate, and retention on new videos to see if they perform as expected. Even with tens of millions of views, I'm always looking for any drop-off point to fix next time. Build curiosity in open loops. A clever way to keep people watching is to hint at something interesting coming up without giving it all away. TV shows do this before commercial breaks, a little cliffhanger. On YouTube, you might say, "What happens next blew my mind." Or, "He had no idea what surprise we had in store." Make sure you pay it off though. This isn't about clickbait, it's about storytelling. By foreshadowing big moments, you keep viewers excited for the entire duration. In my $1 versus $1 million hotel video, early on ITs, and later, we'll see what $1 million per night hotel room looks like. Many viewers stick around just to satisfy that curiosity. Case study, no dull moments in action, a famous example from my channel, the Squid Game in real life video. Off the bat, we showed the huge set and 456 contestants ready to compete, instantly signaling this is epic. Throughout the video, there isn't a single slow segment. Game after game, rapid eliminations, human stories, and constant dollar signs flashing as prizes increase. We even incorporated a mystery. Who will win the final prize? That literally requires watching to the very end. The result? Massive average view durations, and it became one of the most viewed videos on YouTube in 2021 to 2022. This principle works in any niche. If you run an educational channel, start with a fascinating question or demo that hooks curiosity. If you do travel vlogs, start with a breathtaking highlight of the trip. Lead strong and never let go. Key takeaways: hook your audience in seconds. Don't even let them consider clicking away. Match your intro to the promise of your title/thumbnail, and immediately show or tell them what exciting thing is coming. Edit ruthlessly to cut boredom. Maintain a brisk pace, use cuts, music, and enthusiasm to keep energy high. If you keep people watching till the end, not only will they love your content, but YouTube will likely show it to millions more, because YouTube just wants viewers to click and watch. If you deliver that, the algorithm smiles upon you. 5. Master thumbnails, titles, and packaging. Never forget, the first thing anyone sees of your video is the thumbnail and title. This is your packaging, your curb appeal. It doesn't matter if you made the best video ever. If no one clicks it, it might as well not exist. I treat titles and thumbnails as equal in importance to the video content. Sometimes I spend days refining a thumbnail design or testing titles because I know how crucial it is. Here's how to get people clicking. Design thumbnails for tiny screens. The majority of viewers see thumbnails on a phone, where it's just a small image. That means simplicity and clarity are key. Think bold, high-contrast images that immediately tell a story or spark curiosity. Avoid clutter, one focal subject, maybe two at most. I often use my own facial expressions or a single object of interest, big and centered. If you include text on the thumbnail, use very few words in a huge, clear font, and remember any title text might overlap on some interfaces. For example, in my I ate a $70,000 golden pizza video, the thumbnail is literally me staring at a gold-covered pizza. You instantly get the concept, expensive food, and it makes you wonder what's that like. If I had a busy thumbnail with 10 different foods and small text, it wouldn't have worked. So shrink your thumbnail preview when designing, ensure it's still recognizable at a glance on mobile. Evoke curiosity and emotion. The title and thumbnail together should make viewers feel I have to see this. Either because they're curious, excited, or even shocked. One of my favorite principles, you want them to feel so much curiosity that if they don't click, they'll wonder about it later in the day. For titles, I keep them short, punchy, and interesting. Under 50 characters is a good rule. Long titles get cut off anyway. Use powerful words and make a clear promise. For instance, Last to Leave Circle wins $500,000 is straightforward and intriguing. Who will win? $500,000 is a huge prize, etc. Or I survived 50 hours in Antarctica. It's extreme and makes you curious how I did it. Don't use clickbait or dishonesty, but do frame your content in the most compelling way. If there's a dramatic or surprising element in your video, highlight that in the title/thumbnail. Thumbnails should complement the title without duplicating it. If the title says, I gave my 100 million subscriber 100 autos, one of my real video concepts, then the thumbnail might show a line of cars and my shocked face or the subscriber's reaction, something that adds to the story beyond just text. Show action or outcome when possible rather than just a static pose. And use colors that pop. I often crank up saturation and brightness on thumbnails, even use outlines or drop shadows on objects to catch the eye while scrolling. Test and iterate. I often upload a video, and if the initial click-through rate, CTR, isn't great, my team and I will swap the thumbnail or tweak the title within hours. We've even changed thumbnails multiple times to find what works. It's not set in stone once you upload. Feel free to A/B test if you have tools, or just manually try a different approach if you suspect you can do better. I launched an internal tool, and now public one, that tracks how many times creators change thumbnails, because that's how much I believe in optimizing this. You want that CTR as high as possible. It's the first half of the success equation. The second half is retention. If people are clicking, you have zero chance to impress them with the content. Learn from the best. Study thumbnails from top creators in your niche. What colors do they use? How is the composition? Notice how channels like Dude Perfect, PewDiePie, or 5-Minute Crafts design their thumbnails. Usually it's very clear and bold. There are also trends, e.g., reaction faces, big red arrows or circles highlighting something, before and after split images, etc. You don't have to copy those gimmicks, but understand why they use them. They draw attention. There's a psychology to titles as well. Often framing something as the most extreme or first ever or a personal challenge works well. People love superlatives and personal stories. For instance, instead of donating to charity streamers, I titled my video, I donated $50,000 to a random Twitch streamer. The specificity and the huge number makes it more compelling. Finally, make sure title and thumbnail match your content. This builds trust. If you click a video called I flew using homemade wings, but it's just a guy flapping arms on a trampoline, you'll feel tricked and leave, and probably not subscribe. I ensure that if anything, the video over-delivers on the excitement promised by the title. That way viewers feel satisfied and eager for more, rather than cheated. Key takeaways: spend serious time on your title and thumbnail. They matter as much as the video itself. Keep thumbnails simple, bold, and appealing at small size. Stir up curiosity. Make viewers ache to click your video. Use concise, powerful titles that set an expectation, and then make sure your video fulfills it, or even exceeds it. And don't be afraid to experiment with different thumbnails/titles even after publishing. Optimize that packaging until people can't resist clicking. 6. Engage your audience, not the algorithm. Let's clear something up. Creators often obsess about pleasing the algorithm. Here's the truth: the algorithm literally just follows the audience's behavior. In YouTube's own words, its goal is to serve viewers what they want to watch. So anytime you think algorithm, replace that word with audience. The algorithm didn't like my video becomes the audience didn't like my video. This mindset shift is huge. Instead of chasing some secret formula, focus on understanding and satisfying real viewers. What does the algorithm want? Simply for people to click a video and watch it. That's it. So your job is to make videos that people want to click and watch to the end. We covered CTR and retention. Those are direct indicators of audience satisfaction. If those are high, YouTube will automatically show your video to more people because it sees, hey, folks are loving this content. When I strategize, I don't think, oh, I need to upload 8-minute videos because the algorithm favors 8+ minutes or any of those myths. I think, what would blow my viewers' minds or really make them happy? What are they craving to see? In practical terms, study your audience. Read comments, gather feedback, see which videos did better and ask why. For me, I noticed my audience loves insane challenges and big giveaways, so I delivered more of that, while still innovating. But I also ensure my content is family-friendly despite doing crazy stuff, because I want the broadest audience, kids to adults, to feel comfortable watching. That's understanding your viewers. Also, engage with your community. I often do things like subscriber challenges, e.g., inviting subscribers to compete in videos, or I'll respond on social media. When people feel personally connected to you, they become die-hard fans who not only watch but also share your videos. Having a loyal core audience helps boost each video at launch. They'll watch immediately, like, comment, etc., which signals to YouTube that your video is doing well. Consider how you can involve or reward your viewers. I've done giveaways where I literally give money to viewers or random fans, which not only is fun content but also builds goodwill. You might do shout-outs, Q&A sessions, or community polls to involve them. Don't blame external factors for poor performance. I've never seen a truly great video that got zero attention on YouTube. If a video flops, it's usually because it missed the mark on either idea, execution, title/thumbnail, or it targeted too narrow of an audience. Take responsibility to analyze and improve rather than saying stupid algorithm. This attitude will help you grow. I tell creators, if you focus on making content people want to watch and share, the rest will follow. YouTube wants to find and promote good content. It makes them money too. So in a sense, YouTube is on your side if you're delivering what viewers enjoy. Another note, audience greater than analytics. Yes, use analytics to guide you. I certainly do, retention graphs, etc. But don't become so data-driven that you lose the human element. At the end of the day, we're entertaining humans, not robots. Sometimes you have to trust your gut on a creative risk that data can't predict. For instance, when I first decided to spend 24 hours in a haunted house or give away an island, I didn't have data that said this will work. I just knew my audience loves adventure and high stakes, so I bet on that. Listen to your viewers and to your intuition about what would delight them. Key takeaways: serve the audience, not a mysterious algorithm. The algorithm is the audience in disguise. So concentrate on making videos that real people want to click, watch, and share. Study your viewers' reactions and feedback. Build a community of fans who feel connected to you. They'll amplify your reach. When in doubt, ask, would I, as a viewer, honestly enjoy this and choose it over other content? If you consistently delight your audience, YouTube's algorithm will automatically reward you by pushing your content to more people. 7. Build a team and workflow for scaling. As you grow, one person can only do so much. I hit a point where I couldn't increase quality and output alone, so I started building a team. Now I have an amazing crew: editors, camera operators, idea guys, producers, etc. You don't meet a team at the start. I was a one-man show for years, but if your ambition is hundreds of millions of subs, eventually you'll likely need help. The key is to delegate lower-level tasks so you can focus on the creative vision and big-picture strategy. My first hire was an editor. Editing is super important, but I realized I could train someone to edit in my style, and that would free me up to generate ideas and film more. Hiring a good editor is the highest ROI activity as a creator, I once said, because a skilled editor can elevate your content's pacing and quality while saving you dozens of hours. If you can't afford to hire, consider collaborating with friends or other aspiring creators to share the workload. I literally started by roping in my childhood buddies to help with challenges and filming, long before I could pay any salaries. We learned together and it made the journey fun too. Create systems for consistency. As you scale to tens of millions of views, you want to maintain quality. That means developing a workflow, from idea brainstorming, to scripting, if applicable, to filming, to editing, to review and thumbnail creation. For example, we have a pipeline where any video idea goes through a vetting process. Is it exciting enough? Can we execute it well? Then a pre-production plan to get props/locations ready. After filming, editors know my preferred style: snappy cuts, captions for emphasis, meme inserts at times, etc., and I review drafts, giving notes like cut this 5 seconds or add sound effect here. It's a well-oiled machine now. You should strive to streamline your process as you grow. This allows you to output more without sacrificing quality. Even if it's just you and one editor, have a clear game plan for each video. Reinvest to hire talent. When your channel starts earning money, consider investing in part-time help like a freelance thumbnail designer or a researcher to gather info for your video topics. I know an educational YouTuber who hired a research assistant once he could, and it drastically improved his content accuracy and output speed. In my case, I eventually hired a thumbnail artist because top-tier thumbnails can significantly boost CTR and it's a specialized skill. I also have a person who monitors analytics and suggests optimizations, like if a video's audience retention dips, we analyze why. These might be overkill when you're small, but keep in mind for the long run. Surround yourself with like-minded creators. This is slightly different from hiring a team. I'm talking about having a network of fellow YouTubers to share ideas and motivate each other. I wouldn't be here without the small group of YouTube friends I had early on. We literally talked every day, analyzing viral videos, swapping tips, and constructively critiquing each other's content. This was like our own mastermind group. If you can find others in your niche, or even outside it, who are serious about YouTube, collaborate and learn together. Not only will you improve faster, but you might also cross-promote and help each other grow. Look at groups like the Sidemen in the UK or the Old Vlog Squad. Creators who joined forces often grew faster because fans of one became fans of all, and they pushed each other creatively. Avoid burnout with balance and delegation. I'll be honest, I nearly burned out multiple times grinding so hard. You might have heard I have Crohn's disease, stress can exacerbate it, and I was working like a madman. Eventually, building a team not only helped my channel but also my health/sanity. When you reach a point you can't handle the workload, get help rather than breaking down. Even automating small things, maybe hiring a virtual assistant to handle emails, or using tools to auto-post to social media, can free up mental space. The journey to 500M subs is a marathon, not a sprint, so take care of yourself along the way. Key takeaways: you can hustle solo to your first big milestone, 100K, 1M subs, but to reach massive scale, you'll likely need a team and systems. Identify tasks you can delegate, especially editing, to boost output and quality. Invest in people with skills you lack, designers, researchers, etc., as your budget grows. Develop a repeatable workflow for producing videos so quality stays consistent even as you do more. And surround yourself with other driven creators. Iron sharpens iron. Building an empire isn't a one-man job, even if on the face of my channel, it's the combined effort of many talented people that allows us to create at this level. 8. Expand your reach. Multiple channels and languages. If you aim for hundreds of millions of subscribers, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. I grew not just through my main channel, but also via multiple channels and international expansion. Here's how branching out can massively increase your sub count. Create complementary channels. Once my main channel blew up, I started additional channels like MrBeast Gaming, MrBeast Reacts, and Beast Philanthropy. These let me reach audiences interested in different content. Some people who might not be into crazy stunts might love gaming videos, or vice versa. It turns out, many fans subscribed to all of them, and each channel also brought in new unique viewers. For example, MrBeast Gaming quickly amassed tens of millions of subscribers, about 47M by 2024. My Reacts channel, where I react to memes and other videos, hit over 30M. Each channel is another funnel for subscribers that ultimately tie back to the MrBeast brand. If you have multiple interests or formats you can handle, consider this. Perhaps you have a main comedy skits channel but also love gaming. Starting a second channel for game streams could capture a new segment without diluting your main content. However, only do this when you can handle it. Make sure the main channel is stable first. Don't spread yourself too thin. I waited until I had a team and resources to help run these channels. We even cross-promote. Occasionally I mention the other channels in videos, and we keep the style consistent, so my personality carries over. This strategy took my combined subscribers into the stratosphere. As of now, I have the most total subscribers of any individual on the platform, largely thanks to multiple channels. Go global with multiple languages. This is huge. A primary force driving my rapid growth in recent years was translating my content for international audiences. We launched MrBeast en Español, MrBeast Brazil, French, Russian, you name it, over a dozen dubbed channels. The concept is simple. We take my main channel videos and dub them with voice actors in other languages, uploading to separate channels for each language. This unlocked millions of new fans who prefer watching in their native tongue. For instance, MrBeast en Español hit 20+ million subs within a couple of years. Across all my language channels we gained over 50 million additional subscribers that the English channel alone might never have reached. And it's not just me. Kid channels like Cocomelon and like Nastia did the same to join YouTube's top ranks. Even business brands, Gary Vee, IKEA, are now embracing multi-language content because it's incredibly effective. If you have content that could appeal globally, consider localizing it. You don't need to know 10 languages. You can hire translators or voice actors, or even start with community-contributed subtitles. As an example, Kids Diana Show, a vlogging kid, has 119M subs on her English channel and added another 72 million across her other language channels. It's a proven strategy. YouTube has also rolled out a new feature for multi-language audio tracks on one channel. I was part of the early tests of that in 2022. With it, you can upload multiple audio tracks, different languages, to the same video, and viewers will hear it in their language automatically. Those tests showed about 15% of watch time coming from non-primary language audio when creators added dubs, a big boost for zero extra filming. So, now you don't even necessarily need separate channels. You can have one channel serve multiple languages. If that feature is available to you, definitely use it. It's like magic, one video reaching the whole world. Real-world example, one reason I blew past 200M to 300M subs so fast was doubling down internationally. My manager noted that after hitting 100M, we fully dubbed content in 15+ languages and made videos with global appeal, which helped drive the next 100M in just 1.5 years to 3. So I'm not just preaching it, I lived it. Tap into shorts in new formats. This is also expanding reach. Using new content formats like YouTube Shorts can expose you to massive audiences. Shorts, vertical 60-second videos, have over 2 billion monthly users as of 2023 and generate 70+ billion views per day. That's an insane ocean of eyeballs. I gained a lot of subs from shorts where I did quick challenges or stunts. Some of my shorts got tens of millions of views, acting as a funnel for people to find my long-form content. Many creators have blown up primarily because of a viral short or two. So don't ignore new features. Whether it's shorts, community posts, live streams, or stories, use them to reach people in different ways. For example, I use community polls to engage subscribers, and sometimes those polls themselves go viral on YouTube's feed, pulling in new subs. Collaborate with international creators. Another tactic, collabs across borders. I've done videos with folks like Lazarbeam, Australian, and we did the #TeamTrees campaign, which involved creators worldwide. If you can appear in each other's videos, you swap audiences. One strategic collab can introduce you to millions who didn't know you. Even smaller collabs, say 2 100K subscriber channels in different languages teaching each other phrases or tasting snacks, can have a multiplier effect. Key takeaways: to approach 500M subs, think beyond one channel and one language. Use additional channels to cover different content verticals, if you can manage it. Most importantly, localize your content for global viewers. Dubbing or subtitling in multiple languages can literally bring tens of millions of new subscribers. Keep an eye on new platform features, like multi-language audio, shorts, and leverage them early. In short, scale sideways and globally, not just by making your one channel bigger. Spread your presence across formats and languages to capture the whole YouTube market. Reaching 200M and beyond, we doubled down on global reach and content output. My manager noted how in just 18 months we went from 100M to 200M subs by dubbing videos into 15+ languages, choosing universally appealing ideas, uploading more frequently, expanding on other platforms like TikTok/Instagram, and even featuring celebrities in videos 2-3. All these strategies combine to accelerate our growth. The same principles can help any creator broaden their audience. 9. Keep evolving and never stop learning. YouTube is always changing, new trends, new features, new audience preferences. To stay on top, you must be willing to adapt and innovate continuously. What worked yesterday might not work next year. The good news is, if you've made it this far in the guide, you likely love the game of creating content, and that curiosity will serve you well. I constantly treat myself as a student of YouTube. I still watch tons of content from other creators, big and small, to spot emerging trends. For instance, when I saw short-form content exploding on TikTok, I quickly tried making snappy YouTube shorts to see how we could use that format. When I noticed commentary channels doing something cool with storytelling, I think how I can incorporate those techniques in my videos. Be a sponge for ideas, even outside your niche. A cooking channel could learn video pacing tricks from a gaming channel. A science educator could learn audience engagement from a comedian's Q&A video. Seek feedback and critique. I actively ask friends and even fans what they thought of a new video, what parts they loved or got bored at. Sometimes I invite trusted creator friends to roast my video before it goes live, to catch issues. It can hurt the ego, but it's invaluable. As I said earlier and will emphasize again, no video is ever perfect. Even now, I'll look at a video that got 100 million views and think, we could have made the ending more exciting or thumbnail could be better, let's update it. I often do update old thumbnails for a permanent boost. This attitude of continuous improvement is a big reason I've kept growing. Imagine someone gave you honest feedback on every video you made for 10 years and you actually applied it. You'd be light years ahead of where you started. That's basically what I've done, using feedback loops to compound my skills. Don't chase perfection, chase progress. You'll never make a perfect video, I certainly haven't. But you can make each video better than your last. If you get even 1% better at something, titles, editing, storytelling, etc., with each upload, the compound effect over hundreds of videos is enormous. I'm literally proof. I started as a teenager making cringy Minecraft videos with zero editing, and a decade later I'm helming one of the biggest channels ever. Not because I'm special, but because I iterated 1,000 times. My mantra: improve something every time. One video I'll focus on pacing, next I'll try a new thumbnail style, next I'll experiment with a heartfelt emotional moment to see if it resonates. Keep experimenting, especially as you get bigger. It's easy to play it safe. But the platform rewards those who try new things. Some of my experiments failed, sure, but others succeeded and set new trends. Stay humble and hungry. Even at 100M subs, I didn't sit back. I was hungry to reach 200M, and now at 400M combined I'm aiming for that 500M and beyond. I never think I've figured it all out. In fact, I'm often paranoid, in a good way, that some new creator could disrupt the game with a brilliant idea I haven't thought of. That paranoia fuels me to keep pushing boundaries. You should adopt the same mindset. No matter if you have 100 subs or 10 million, always ask what's next. How can I make something that blows people's minds in a way I haven't done before? Finally, remember why you're doing this. It's easy to get lost in numbers and strategies. But at the core, I started YouTube because I loved making videos that make people happy. Keeping that passion is important. It's what will carry you through tough times, inspire creativity, and make the whole journey worthwhile. If you genuinely enjoy the process, it will show in your content and viewers will gravitate toward that authentic enthusiasm. Key takeaways: the grind doesn't stop at 1M, 10M, or even 100M subs. Always be learning and innovating. Solicit feedback, study trends, and be willing to adapt. Continuously refine your craft, one video at a time. Those 1% improvements add up hugely over time. Stay hungry for growth and new ideas, but also stay true to the passion that got you started. The road to 500 million subscribers is long, but if you love what you do and keep improving, there's really no limit. 10. Final thoughts: knowledge and hard work equals YouTube success. We've covered a lot of ground: mindset, content strategy, retention, titles/thumbnails, audience focus, scaling up, going global, and more. It might feel overwhelming, but it boils down to a simple formula I believe in: knowledge plus effort equals success. I often say, if you knew what I know when you put in the work, you could get 10 million subscribers in 6 months. It's purely knowledge. That's a bold claim, but I stand by it. The only thing separating you from huge success is learning the right tactics and executing them with relentless determination. I've tried to share all that knowledge here. The rest is up to you. Getting 500 million subscribers is an extreme goal. Frankly, even I haven't hit that yet on a single channel. But the strategies we discussed are exactly how I grew to hundreds of millions, and they're the strategies that can take any creator to massive heights with enough creativity and persistence. Whether you're aiming for 5 million, 50 million, or that crazy 500 million, the path is similar, only the scale of execution differs. Let's recap the biggest takeaways in bite-sized form. Passion and perseverance. Start making videos now and learn by doing. Embrace the grind and improve with every upload. No one hits gold without digging through dirt first. High-quality content wins. Make every video as great as possible. Better to have one amazing video than 10 mediocre ones. Reinvest in your content, raise the bar constantly, and focus on ideas that excite people. Audience retention is key. Hook viewers immediately, deliver on your promises, and cut the boring stuff. Keep them watching to the end with pacing, suspense, and personality. Happy viewers equals YouTube will promote your video. Titles and thumbnails matter. Craft irresistibly clickable titles and thumbnails that spark curiosity. Keep thumbnails clear and bold for small screens. Always be ready to tweak and improve them for a better CTR. Focus on viewers, not algorithm. Make content people love. Study your audience and feedback. Build a community. The algorithm will follow the audience, so serve the audience well and the rest takes care of itself. Scale smartly. When possible, get help, hire or collaborate to multiply your output while maintaining quality. Systematize your workflow. Use additional channels and translated content to reach new audiences. Never stop innovating. The journey doesn't end. Always adapt, learn, and try new things. Improve one step at a time, over years. That leads to mastery. Stay hungry and keep the passion alive. I truly poured my heart into this guide because I want to see you succeed. I started as a kid in my bedroom in a small town, with 0 subscribers, just a dream and an internet connection. If I can go from that to entertaining millions around the world, so can you. It won't be easy. In fact, it'll be ridiculously hard. But it's possible. And in my experience, the grind is 100% worth it. There's nothing cooler than doing what you love, impacting people's lives, and seeing a community grow around your content. So get out there and start creating. Apply these strategies, stay consistent, and don't give up when it gets tough. One day you might look up and realize you've built something extraordinary, maybe even a channel with 500 million subscribers. And I'll be cheering you on when you do. Good luck, and go make some awesome videos.